Picture this: a 75-year-old grandmother, dressed in her Sunday best, sitting quietly in the front pew of her church. Suddenly, the doors burst open, and a police officer storms in. Without hesitation, he grabs her by the arm, drags her out in front of the congregation, and slaps handcuffs on her. The crowd is frozen in disbelief. How could this be happening? In a church, to a woman who's done nothing wrong. But here's the twist. By the end of the very same day, that officer wouldn't be wearing his badge anymore. Let me tell you about Eleanor. She's no criminal. She's a retired school teacher, a grandmother of 4, and honestly the kind of neighbor who bakes pies just because it's Sunday. For over 40 years, her church has been her sanctuary. But on this particular morning, everything changed. As Eleanor prayed quietly, Officer Daniels barged in, claiming the church was now on restricted property because of some zoning dispute. The pastor tried to step in, tried to explain, but Daniels wouldn't hear any of it. He accused Eleanor of trespassing and demanded she leave immediately. When she hesitated, confused and frightened, he grabbed her by the arm and forced her outside, right in front of everyone. You can imagine the shock. Phones came out. People started recording. The sight of this frail grandmother being shoved and handcuffed on the church steps. It was too much to ignore. Within hours, those videos exploded online. Comments poured in. How could anyone arrest a grandmother in church? And this cop should lose his job today. News stations picked up the story. Local leaders demanded answers. Suddenly, this small town became the epicenter of a national conversation about abuse of power and respect for community spaces. Officer Daniels doubled down. He insisted Eleanor was resisting arrest. But the video told a whole different story. A woman barely able to stand, pleading for mercy, while an officer mocked her pain. By that evening, the police chief had no choice. Daniels was placed on immediate suspension, pending investigation. But the anger didn't stop there. Protesters gathered outside the police station. Local politicians called it an embarrassment to the town. That same night, Daniels was stripped of his badge. His career? Gone. All in less than 12 hours. And Eleanor? She didn't seek revenge. She quietly returned to her church the next Sunday and walked into a standing ovation. Her quiet dignity humbled an entire community, while a reckless officer learned that abusing the vulnerable comes with real consequences. In the end, Eleanor didn't just walk free. She walked back into her church stronger than ever, while the man who tried to humiliate her walked away with nothing but shame.